Age-progressed photos, groundbreaking technology that's helping track down missing children. Get an inside look at this amazing tool. Rawson reports, Monday on Today.
Your one news source. This is NewsCenter1.
Good evening, I'm Shad Olson. This is NewsCenter1 at 5:30. Well, it started last week in Harrisburg, South Dakota. A student brought a gun to school and shot his high school principal in the arm. Days later, a gunman opened fire on a community college campus in Oregon. This morning, heartbreak. One person is dead and 3 others wounded at Northern Arizona University in Flagstaff, Arizona. Campus police say that an altercation between 2 student groups sparked that incident that took place outside a residence hall. Officers say they have the alleged shooter, 18-year-old Stephen Jones, in custody and that he is cooperating with police. Students hugged and consoled one another as they waited to learn about what happened on their campus, a scene that is becoming all too familiar across the country.
We are sensitive to the tragedy, and we are asking the faculty to be sensitive to the needs of our students and their families. This is not going to be a normal day at NAU. Our hearts are heavy.
Northern Arizona University plays a major role in the city of Flagstaff, Arizona. The 4-year public university has more than 25,000 total undergraduates in their student population. NewsCenter1's Caroline Patrinkis is speaking to the South Dakota School of Mines about how schools are keeping their student bodies safe. She's getting reactions from the president on what these recent school shootings mean here locally.
Shad, and just this afternoon, a Texas Southern University on lockdown after a school shooting on campus. Another school shooting, and it has universities across the nation on alert, including locally here at the South Dakota School of Mines. It can happen here. It can really happen anywhere. So what's being done?
It's just awful. It's everybody's nightmare.
2 more school shootings since the tragedy in Oregon. Now President Heather Wilson is sharing her thoughts.
For example, this one in northern Arizona, it sounds as though it was a fight between 2 groups that just got, obviously way out of hand. So that's a slightly different circumstance. But we continue to try to focus on safety here at the School of Mines.
And while the goal remains clear, keeping the student body on campus safe.
The School of Mines has been a very safe campus, but you never take anything for granted.
President Wilson says they keep close relations with the Rapid City Police Department.
We have numerous safety plans in place and a very close relationship with the Rapid City Police Department. We also have training and procedures here on campus, so that if there's anyone who has a concern, we have a team that comes together to assess threats and so forth.
School of Mines says they follow state laws. Currently, guns are allowed on campus, just not in the classroom. But it's a challenge many schools are facing.
So it's not just an issue for universities, it's an issue for communities and employers and all of us.
Caroline Patrinkis, NewsCenter1.
And the Rapid City Police Department says they do not have any staff at the university. A federal judge ruling that a retired Rapid City dentist has to stop selling laser devices with the claim that they treat a large number of serious diseases and disorders. A judge has issued a permanent injunction against Robert Larry Lytle, who's been selling the Q laser and other medical devices. The Justice Department saying that Lytle has been distributing the devices with false and misleading claims, including that they treat cancer, HIV, AIDS, and diabetes. Federal authorities are accusing 6 current and former Sisseton-Wapata Oyate officials of bilking that tribe for over $50,000. That indictment charges the individuals with 2 counts of embezzlement and theft from a tribal organization in connection with the scheme that authorities say happened between 2010 and 2013. Authorities say the defendants wrote themselves checks, purportedly for home repair or emergency repair assistance, but inevitably used that money for their own benefit. If someone is fired from their workplace, common sense would dictate that that person probably wouldn't be rehired. However, that doesn't seem to be the case at the Internal Revenue Service, and Congresswoman Kristi Noem wants that to change, according to a report by the Treasury Inspector General for Tax Administration. The IRS has rehired hundreds of former employees. Many of those employees had falsified documents and even misused IRS property. Noem has introduced the Ensuring Integrity in the IRS Workforce Act, which he hopes will prohibit the IRS from rehiring employees who violate policy.
It's completely irresponsible to rehire an employee that has already been fired for poor performance. That's why this week I introduced legislation to fix the situation. My bill strictly prohibits the IRS from rehiring an employee that has been fired because of misconduct. If IRS leadership won't use common sense hiring practices like this, I'm going to work to put it into law.
Noem says that she's confident that the House will debate her measure. And here's a look at today's Friday markets on Wall Street. And on this Friday, we end a trade week that's seen dramatic gains for all the major indexes today. Another gain for the Dow Jones, not quite as dramatic as we've seen in recent days, rising 34 points to finish at 17,084, finishing and closing comfortably above the 17K range. The NASDAQ Composite up 20 to 4830. The S&P 500 also rising today, holding fairly steady, up a single point to 2015. And gold is up $11.30 to $1,155.06 on this day of trade. Well, it is just one more reason the School of Mines here in Rapid City is one of the top schools in the nation. Not only do they offer a top-of-the-line education, now the Construction, Engineering, and Management program at the South Dakota School of Mines has been ranked among the nation's top 10 in a new survey by Affordable Colleges Online. That list spells out how the school provides some of the best resources, including academic and career counseling services, affordable tuition, and job placement services. Keith Whitaker, Ph.D., program coordinator, says, quote, the high national rankings are reflective of the growth in the numbers of students and industry support for the program, end quote. And in for Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio today is meteorologist Louis Dorch.
Beautiful day.
And what a day. You get to come in, and Bob's been forecasting this rise in temperatures, and you get to benefit from that goodwill.
I get to come in and take all the credit for it, Shad. No, today, I knew I was filling in for Bob, and I said, what would Bob do today?
Yes.
He'd go fly fishing. So I went fly fishing this afternoon.
Is that right?
Yeah, sure did. Went down to Canyon Lake. I wanted to think what Bob would do.
Well, you've done a reasonable facsimile of an impression. That's exactly what he would have done. Either that or golf, right?
Exactly. One of those two.
You could have done both, but I guess 1 out of 2 is pretty
Golf
good.
game's no good. A little bit better at fly fishing. But as far as today goes, yeah, the almanac, we had 74 degrees was a high. Wow. Warm today. Yep. We're talking about even warmer temperatures moving in tomorrow and Sunday. We'll look at all that here in just a little bit. And it is a beautiful weekend forecast that Louis lays out in just a bit. We'll get more details on it. Still to come right here. We're back with more news after the break, right here on NewsCenter1 at 5:30.
This is NewsCenter1 with Shad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
Hey moms, has your husband been debolded? Rebold your man with Papa Murphy's new Buffalo Chicken Pizza, featuring the bold taste of Frank's Red Hot Sauce. Home bake a large for just $11. Fresh made, fresh baked. Papa Murphy's, love at 425 degrees.
The Honda for You sales event is happening now, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Honda Accord. The Accord is the best-selling midsize car in America, which makes sense because it's also the best value. And the Accord is loaded with standard features. So hurry into your Honda dealer today, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Accord during the Honda for You sales event.
It's big. For the first time ever, 6 years interest-free through Monday at all 3 Fisher stores. The biggest selection, the biggest savings, the biggest finance offer. 6 years interest-free. So many styles, so much to choose from. Living rooms and dining rooms, bedrooms and mattresses. It's the furniture you want for less. Plus 6 years interest-free. It's big. 6 years interest-free through Monday at all 3 Fearless Fisher stores in Rapid City.
Sample what South Dakota has to offer in one culture-rich event. Join us on Saturday, October 10th in downtown Rapid City for Made in South Dakota. Event co-sponsors, Hungry for Truth and South Dakota State University. Taste local delicacies like rattlesnake or buffalo, ride a covered wagon, and experience local outdoor activities. Bring the whole family to the Regional Health Kids Zone and enjoy live music. Don't miss Made in South Dakota in downtown Rapid City on Saturday, October 10th. For more information on this free event, visit MainStreetSquareRC.com.
Thousands of subscribers have come to know Click Big Deals as the ultimate deal site, offering the biggest local deals 50% off or more. ClickBigDeals.com is the place to click and save big on products and services you use every day. So log on to ClickBigDeals.com now and get started.
Throughout the history of live television, there's never been an event as big as this.
Undateable is going live. I'm gonna live tweet that it's on. Send!
once and it was a hit.
Thank you.
Now they're doing it all season long, starting with a 1-hour premiere.
Do I feel a hug coming on? Let's do a reverse Oreo.
Oh, that's when the chocolate's on the inside. Undateable Live starts tonight on NBC.
It is a big weekend for Rapid City as the community welcomes the 29th annual Black Hills Powwow to the Rushmore Plaza Civic Center. The Black Hills Powwow is the premier Native American cultural event in the United States and attracts hundreds of talented and colorful dancers, singers, and artists. There are over 4,000 students from the Rapid City School District, Douglas, and surrounding reservations attending this year's event. The theme of this year's powwow is Come Dance With Us, and some of that amazing choreography was on display today.
Our biggest hope as a board and the committee that has helped to make this possible is to help the students, help the community get a better understanding of Native American culture, help bridge some gaps that we have, and just to teach the kids to love one another regardless of where they're from, who they are, teach some unity and some reconciliation.
And tomorrow, Chief of Police Carl Jegeris will be joined in the Black Hills Powwow Parade by police chiefs from the Oglala Sioux Tribe, Rosebud Sioux Tribe, Cheyenne River Sioux Tribe, as well as a representative from the Pennington County Sheriff's Office. Well, to be or not to be at the Symphony next weekend, that is the question. The Black Hills Symphony has their season opener next Saturday, October 17th. Titles Symphonic Shakespeare. The show will feature Shakespeare-inspired music from plays like Othello, Romeo and Juliet, The Tempest, and Richard III. But along with the music, you also get to see scenes from the plays performed throughout. It's an experience like no other for classical music fans and Shakespeare fans alike.
It's beautiful music, very evocative of Shakespeare's plays. And along with having some of the actual scenes and speeches read. So it's a very nice experience.
And depending on audience location, tickets ranging from $15 to $30, and you can get tickets at the website that's listed on your screen. That's bhsymphony.org. A few lingering clouds, but things starting to warm up today, and as we've heard all week, it's going to be a great weekend. What can you expect in terms of temperatures? Louis Dortch lays it all out for us, coming up in his full forecast after the break, right here on NewsCenter1 at 5:30.
The Honda for You sales event is happening now, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Honda Accord. The Accord is the best-selling midsize car in America, which makes sense because it's also the best value. And the Accord is loaded with standard features. So hurry into your Honda dealer today, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Accord during the Honda for You sales event.
If you want big style and big value, then hurry into Carpet One for our big flooring sale through Monday. Discover beautiful new carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl plank, or tile, and get 6 years no interest. Carpet One's everyday low prices starting at $1.79 per square foot includes carpet cushion and installation at no extra charge. During Carpet One's big flooring sale, choose from the best brands of flooring and get a beautiful new floor with 6 years no interest through Monday at Carpet One Floor and Home, Mount Rushmore Road, Rapid City.
Every morning, millions of Americans start their commute in their cars. Knowing AAA auto insurance is there, should anything not go as planned. And every morning, those same people also leave behind their homes. Knowing AAA home insurance is there, should anything not go as planned. Insurance that's not just insurance.
What excites me is really the challenge of solving problems of many different natures and being a good servant to all the people in our communities.
Patients come in the cancer center with all types of fears. If I can give that patient hope, then it's very rewarding.
I believe in what I do here, and I know that we are making a difference.
I am Regional Health.
I am Regional Health.
I am Regional Health.
In 10 minutes, you could walk the dog, make yourself a sandwich, get a cappuccino at Common Sense, change your clothes twice, listen to your favorite song 3 times. Or you can have your oil changed at Quick Lube in about 10 minutes, now offering tire rotations during your oil change. Receive a full 16-point lube and service check, plus a free Super Tunnel car wash that will take, you guessed it, a little less than 10 minutes. Quick Lube is your no-appointment, one-stop oil change and tire rotation shop.
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is NewsCenter1 Weather with meteorologist Louis Storch.
And a good Friday evening, everyone. It was a beautiful day around the hills. We saw a little bit of clouds this morning, cleared it out. Very nice by the afternoon. 74 for a high in Rapid City, 73 in Spearfish, 76 in Buffalo, 76 also in Phillip. They were anywhere from the lower to mid 60s in East River. Now, keep in mind our high temperatures for this time of year is about 65 degrees. So we were anywhere from about 5 to 10 degrees above that today. Pushing into tomorrow, we could see temperatures anywhere from 10 to 20 degrees above that. We'll look at that here in just a little bit. What about current temperatures around the nation on this Friday evening? Well, we're at 74 right now in Rapid City, 63 in Omaha, 61 in Fargo, 67 in Louisville, and then they're in the 70s there in parts of the southeast. Still warm out there in California. How about 90 Sacramento, 88 Los Angeles, 95 in Phoenix. So the radar's showing nothing overhead. We have a few showers, a few thunderstorms actually kicking off along a cold front. That's continuing to slide off to the east. Behind that, high pressure really dominating most of the country. That's going to be the big storyline pushing through the weekend and also into next week. Plenty of sunshine overhead. So I know many of you all have weekend plans. So what are the three things that we are going to be talking about moving through the weekend and also pushing into next week? Well, it's going to be very hot. Tomorrow, we're talking about, like I said, temperatures in the upper 80s, then windy and warm on Sunday, and then cooler moving into next week. So let's get into all that right now. High pressure behind this cold front, that's just what I was talking about. That's what's kicking off a lot of the thunderstorms. We're looking at this warm front. That's going to push through late tonight, moving into tomorrow. Behind that, that's why we're going to warm our temperatures up into the 80s. However, we're going to quickly begin to cool it off, moving into late Sunday, pushing into Monday as that cold front's going to pass through. Now, that's not going to drop our temperatures a lot. We're going to see temperatures well about average, but what this is going to do is kick off some very breezy conditions. So as we move this forward, we'll zoom in a little bit closer. Stop this Saturday at 11:30 a.m. Plenty of sunshine, hot temperatures behind that warm front. Then we're going to see that cold front move in as the warmer air slides off to the east. By 2 p.m. on Sunday afternoon, that's going to be right over top of us. So this is still going to allow our temperatures on Sunday to get into the upper 70s to lower 80s. Once that moves through, expect the temperature to drop pretty quickly and also expect the winds to pick up. So for tomorrow, let's take a look at the winds. For tonight, we're seeing winds light out of the south, 19 miles per hour gusts in Rapid City, 15 mile per hour gusts in Spearfish. That's what allowed our temperatures to get into the 70s today. As we stop this tomorrow, we're going to stop this in the afternoon. Still, winds light out of the south and maybe out of the west, 11 miles per hour Rapid City, 12 miles per hour in Spearfish. As that front pushes through, though, that's when we're going to see the wind shift out of the northwest and also gusting into the 40s in Buffalo, 37 in Faith, 37 Rapid City, 34 in Spearfish. So Sunday's one of those days you might want to hang on a little extra tight to those hats as you head out in the afternoon. For this evening, though, it is going to be a very nice evening for those Friday evening plans. 52 degrees, mostly clear, plenty of stars overhead. As we move into tomorrow, how about a high temperature of 87 degrees? Now, keep in mind the record high for October 10th is 88. So we have a very good chance of tying it, maybe even breaking it for tomorrow. We'll be keeping an eye on that. Winds out of the south, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then for tomorrow evening, another pleasant evening, 55 degrees, clear and mild. Winds out of the southwest, 5 to 10. As we push into Sunday, that's when we're going to see the winds pick up, 79 and breezy. Like I said, you could see a gust up to 40 miles per hour. Then starting next week, at least for the beginning of the week, we'll still see temperatures above normal, but in the 60s and 70s overall, not bad at all. We'll take those temperatures every single day. A little bit cooler. Moving into Thursday and Friday, we're looking at temperatures in the lower 60s. ClickBigDeals.com, our current offer. Get a $25 coupon to Killian's Tavern and Steakhouse in Spearfish for just $12. That is a big savings of 52%. So there you go. So Shad, I like the 70s, the 60s.
Yeah.
I think 80s, I don't know how I feel about upper 80s in October. That's a little bit too warm for me. That's just personal for me.
You know, a summer day in October, I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth.
There you go. That's
how many more 80-degree days do we have before winter?
Oh, man.
Count them on
You
on
can
two
hit them on
fingers,
two fingers, exactly. So we will take it, yeah.
We'll take it and we'll enjoy it. Yeah. Thank you, Lewis. Still to come, the Stevens Raiders gearing up to host Sioux Falls O'Gorman in tonight's schedule of high school football. It's going to be a busy night. Plus, Justin has an update on the girls' state tennis tournament coming up next in News Center 1 Sports.
During truck season at your local Ford stores, you can get an amazing deal on America's best-selling trucks. And behind the wheel of a Ford truck, things just get done. The work finished. Your cargo safe. The trip taken. The time to buy today. Now during truck season, get up to $95.61 in total savings on America's best-selling trucks for 38 years. Ford F-Series. Hurry in and save at your local Ford stores.
So we've had a Tempur-Pedic for a while, but now that we have the adjustable base, it's even better.
I'm gonna go up.
Discover how Tempur-Pedic can move you.
And right now, get 4 years no-interest financing and a $300 gift with purchase of a Tempur-Pedic set. Get your best night's sleep on a Tempur-Pedic. Better prices, better advice. Simply sleep better. Now at 2 locations, by Rushmore Crossing and on Mount Rushmore Road, Rapid City.
The season is here. Are you ready? Gear up and save big at Cabela's Ultimate Outfitter Sale. Find great deals like $170 off a Garmin Rhino 650 GPS radio, $50 off a Bushnell The Truth rangefinder, 20% off select Cabela's Equax base layers, and up to $40 off Cabela's Iron Ridge hunting boots. Make this season count and don't miss Cabela's Ultimate Outfitter Sale. Shop in store or online at Cabela's.com.
The Liv Bergen Series by Sandra Brannon. Solomon's Whisper by Sandra Brannon. Buy book today.
This is News Center 1 Sports with Justin Wickersham.
The field at this year's Girls State Tennis Tournament is as competitive as ever. Sioux Falls O'Gorman is the 8-time defending state champion, but the Knights found themselves in 4th place after the first day. In fact, there's a 3-way tie atop the leaderboard between Rapid City Stevens, St. Thomas More, and Sioux Falls Lincoln. Let's take you back to Sioux Falls for highlights from day 2. Madison Finsky from St. Thomas More faced Ella Graham of Madison in the Flight 1 semifinals. Here Finsky puts it away for the point. Then later on, Finsky comes up to the net for the easy overhead winner, and Finsky advances to tomorrow's finals with a win in straight sets. Meanwhile, STM's Grace Goebel squared off against Lincoln's Meredith Benson in the Flight 2 semifinals. Goebel takes control of the point here with the forehand cross-court winner. Later on now, Goebel places this one right on the baseline, a perfect shot, and Goebel moves on to the finals as well with a 6-4, 6-3 victory. And now here's a look at the team scores. St. Thomas More is currently in first place with 494 points, followed by Sioux Falls O'Gorman with 455. Rapid City Stevens has dropped down to third place with 377.5 points. By the way, the Girls State Tennis Tournament wraps up tomorrow afternoon. Moving on to high school football, where the Rapid City Stevens Raiders are gearing up for their big matchup tonight against third-ranked Sioux Falls O'Gorman. Stevens lost to O'Gorman last year by a score of 34-7, and the Raiders will once again be the underdogs against the Knights. Head coach Scott Hagan knows the Raiders will have to play nearly perfect in order to win.
We're going into the game trying to establish the run, but it all depends on what type of defense. If the passing lanes are there, we're going to try to take advantage of those, and I think we're very capable of having a good passing game, and so it's just kind of what the defense is offering, but we would really like to establish the run.
And it's another busy night during Week 7 of the high school football season. Rapid City Central is on the road tonight to take on 5th-ranked Sioux Falls Lincoln, plus Douglas will entertain number 4 Harrisburg, and that game is already underway. Meanwhile, Sturgis will have its hands full against 2nd-ranked and undefeated St. Thomas More. Also, Belfouche, who is 6-0 on the season, will square off against Spearfish. In 9-man football, the Hill City Rangers welcome Gregory to the Black Hills, while Rapid City Christian will battle Kadoka area. And speaking of football, Houston Texans quarterback Brian Hoyer came in off the bench and produced last night against Indianapolis, and now he's earned back his starting gig heading into next week's visit to Jacksonville. Texans starter Ryan Mallett came out following a hit to the chest midway through the second quarter. Hoyer took over, later connecting on a last-second Hail Mary touchdown to rookie Jalen Strong to end the first half. Despite the 27-20 loss to the Colts, the former Cleveland Brown finished the night 24 of 31 for 312 yards and 2 touchdowns. And that's a look at sports. We'll be right back.
You recorded your show here, but want to watch it here. Here. No, wait. Here. With Mid-Continent's TiVo whole home experience, record in one room, watch, pause, and play in another. You'll wonder how you ever lived without it. Midco gives you more.
This is the game we like to call Follow the Leader. With best fuel economy, best towing, best torque, best payload, and with more people driving Ram trucks than ever before, we've built quite the following. Get a great deal on the best trucks during Ram Truck Month. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus $6,000 in total values on the 2015 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab.
It's the 7 for 7 savings event at Furniture Row. 7 years no interest is back for 7 days only. You'll find entire room groups for as low as $39 a month. Relaxing and inviting living rooms, beautifully crafted dining rooms, stylish and cozy bedrooms, and our top-of-the-line mattresses. All at our best financing offer of the year. 7 years no interest. Don't miss the 7 for 7 savings event at Furniture Row. Hurry, sale ends Thursday.
Menards has the sale that lets you save big on over 65,000 items. So get ready, get set, and save with an 11% rebate on everything. Hurry in and save big, because now is the perfect time to save on all of your projects with an 11% rebate on everything, including sale prices. That's savings on top of savings. Get everything you need with an 11% rebate going on now.
Midco Internet is built for speed, so don't let old software or equipment hold you back. Go to midco.com for easy-to-follow internet optimization tips. It's how fast internet gets even faster. Midco gives you more.
Volunteers give their time and their hearts to make our community a better place day in and day out. The Helpline Center is celebrating one of those special volunteers by naming Jason Miller as October's Volunteer of the Month. Miller has served as an instructor for the Life Inc. class since September of 2008. The Financial Freedom class teaches community members financial basics with the goal of helping students get out of debt and better manage their money. Jason Miller adds his own flair to keep classes interesting and has helped more than 175 students graduate from that program. So our hats off to him and for the Helpline Center for everything they do too.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then,
Good work.
And then anytime you can volunteer, just get out in the community, help out any way possible. It's always a great thing, especially it just builds up the community.
See a need, fill a need. Right?
Exactly, Shad.
Yeah, absolutely, got to do that.
Well, like I said, we're going to see a warm day yesterday. Now we're going 87 for a high. Now the record high for October 10th is 88, so we have a good chance of at least tying that, maybe even breaking that as we move into tomorrow. So we'll keep our eye on that. We're talking about plenty of sunshine. As we move into Sunday, we talked about a cold front's going to move through. So that's going to move in late in the day. So we are still going to see our temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s. Once that pushes through, though, expect wind gusts anywhere from 40 to 45 miles per hour. So Sunday is definitely going to shape up to be a breezy day. Once we push into next week, though, beautiful temperatures, upper 60s to 70s. We get 67 Monday, 75 on Tuesday. Really expect plenty of sunshine throughout the next 7 days. So overall, not a bad 7-day forecast at all.
What a difference 2 years can make.
Oh, exactly.
No Winter Storm Atlas.
No.
We'll see you back here at 10.
Shopko's got it. At the lowest prices of the season sale, find crazy deals like Pepsi products, 4 for $11, limit 8, and Envision Studio bath towels, just $3.48 each. At LPS, Shopko has 40% off collegiate and pro team apparel. And this Disney Infinity 3.0 Star Wars starter pack, only $49.88. Take 60% off Energy Zone apparel. And colorful 8-inch fall mums, just $5.88 each. More crazy deals through Saturday. This is LPS. Shopko, the stuff that counts.
Sweet new Subaru, huh, Mitch? Yep. You're selling the Mitch Mobile? Man, we had a lot of good times in this baby. What your dad want for it? Like 150 grand. You're not gonna tell your dad about the time my hamster had babies in the back seat, are you? That's just normal wear and tear, dude.
Subaru has the highest resale value of any brand, according to Kelley Blue Book. And Mitch. Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Stop in and see us at Courtesy Subaru or at courtesysubaru.com and check one out today.
Sample what South Dakota has to offer in one culture-rich event. Join us on Saturday, October 10th in downtown Rapid City for Made in South Dakota. Event co-sponsors, Hungry for Truth and South Dakota State University. Taste local delicacies like rattlesnake or buffalo, ride a covered wagon, and experience local outdoor activities. Bring the whole family to the Regional Health Kids Zone and enjoy live music. Don't miss Made in South Dakota in downtown Rapid City on Saturday, October 10th. For more information on this free event, visit MainStreetSquareRC.com.
Unless you've been living under a spare tire, you're familiar with the term playoffs. And in NASCAR, we have our own. It's called the Chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup. Round 2 is called the Contender. A dozen drivers have made it in, but only 8 will move on for a chance to be one of the final 4 to race for the championship in Miami. So get ready, because this ain't your ordinary playoff. This is the Chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup.
Coverage begins